Tell me about yourself.
My name is Michael Wake. I was born and raised in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I moved to Alaska in 2014 with my wife and her family. Me and my wife got married in 2015. We have an 8-month-old son, and that is our world.
Why are you suitable for this job?
I'm suitable for this position because I am already a CNA, and I have been working on the medical surgical floor for a year and a half now.
Why do you want to work at this company?
I already work for this company, so I would like to continue to work for this company because it's an excellent company to work for. You get so much room for growth in the company, and the staff that I work with is just beyond anything that I have ever worked with before.
Why do you want to leave your current job?
I want to leave the med-surg floor because I want to broaden my horizons as a CNA. I don't want to just be a medical surgical CNA. I want to maybe get some more experience in the emergency room or in surgery or in the ICU or something like that. So that's why I want to leave the current position. Not because I don't like it, but because I want to broaden my horizons.
What is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength would be my responsibility. I take responsibility for my actions, even when they're wrong. I take responsibility in work, I take responsibility in home life. I just recently started going back to school, so now I have another responsibility with making sure all my homework's done and making sure I know stuff for the tests and stuff like that. So responsibility would be my biggest strength.
What is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness would be my one-track mind. I tend to have something on my mind, but I don't let go of it. I continue to think about it until I resolve that or achieve the goal that I am looking for. Sometimes that's a bad thing because it's not a positive goal, or I spend money that I shouldn't have spent, and then I regret it later.
Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to see myself as a nurse or a respiratory therapist. I haven't quite decided which I would like to do, but I am taking my prereqs right now, and I hope to, within the next 5 years, be graduated and completed with those programs so that I can better my life for my wife and my child and eventually children, and I can give them whatever they want and need without having to worry about spending an extra $20 or anything.
When were you most satisfied in your job?
I was most satisfied with the position that I work in now. The only reason that I'm leaving is because I do, like I said, want to broaden my horizons. So, but this one has been most fulfilling and most satisfying for me because I can see change in patients and change in attitudes and stuff like that by a simple smile or a handhold or something like that, and that's really special. That's not something everybody gets to see.
Tell me about a time when you had to work with a difficult person.
Well, I work with a nurse on the floor that I work with, that I work on now, and me and her don't get along. It's not that we don't like each other or anything like that. It's just a personality conflict. We've talked about this for ever since I started working there a year and a half ago. And we kept trying to resolve it and kept trying to resolve it, and we both eventually came to the conclusion that it wasn't we were doing anything wrong, but it was just our personality just didn't quite click the way they should have, or the way that most personalities click together. So even though we don't necessarily agree with each other, we do tend to keep it professional, and we are understanding of each other even though we have different viewpoints or different personalities.